Mourners from coast to coast are paying tribute to Senator John McCain, who lost his battle with brain cancer over the weekend.
One of those especially close to the Republican from Arizona lives here in Colorado. But more than 5 decades ago, he shared a cell with McCain in a brutal prisoner of war camp in Vietnam. Rick Salinger met that former POW tonight. And Rick, he and McCain had a remarkable bond.
Jim, they shared a very unique bond and carried it throughout their lives. Now this flag at the Capitol and others throughout the country are at half-staff for Senator John McCain. It was an unplanned meeting of 2 fighter pilots. John McCain shot down over North Vietnam. So too was Orson Swindle. Together, they would share the worst of times in prisoner of war camps.
I was a communicator. I started tapping on the wall to find out who's over there. And the next thing I know, I'm tapping to John McCain.
He was well aware of the McCain family naval legacy. Now they would share years filled with torture.
I'm sure that I will get well.
The punishment they had to endure was designed to get them to talk.
They had my thumbs up back of my head. I was strung up over a rafter, and they were beating me.
He says they pretended to give in, then simply lied about combat information.
They took some of us right to the brink of death, but we realized that they valued us as a bargaining chip.
Following their release, McCain and Orson Swindle would share the good times, often at a Washington Vietnamese restaurant. He was always mindful that John McCain turned down an early release as a POW to stay with his men.
It tells me that here's a man for whom honor and integrity and loyalty are everything. And he lived that to the day he died.
Swindle would go on to become a federal trade commissioner, and he was not at all surprised that John McCain would become one of the leaders of his country. Live at the Capitol, Rick Salinger, covering Colorado First.
Thank you so much, Rick.